I guess it's time for you boys and girls to find out how the big boys play. And so, let's follow Mike as he's moving out into the point. Obviously being overhealed, as you can see, getting ready. And now in comes the fire. Let's get up high, find out what the teams are doing. You can see them making their way in, scouts moving in, and you can see also fire coming in from all directions. Therein goes, oh, looks like he's going after the medic as well, but he gets taken out very quickly. Ipsitwit is down, Bash also down, Gear down, and Mike has just taken out 2 nuts. Oh, the enemy medic for Zaibatus has been taken down, and that is pretty much a challenge by the Zaibatus team, taking down, or being taken down by Team Epsilon. They're now waiting for the opportunity. They've captured that point. Now it's 2 minutes and 49 seconds left on the clock. Now you notice that what they've done is they've actually moved back away from the point. Now what it could be doing, as you can see sticky bomb traps being set up for when soldiers come flying around here, is they could be trying to lure them in. In comes a demo. So you can see a demo. Oh, Brago taken down very quickly. The scouts moving in. You can see the scouts focusing attention on that medic as well. And you can see T-Mac, Ipsitwit and Tivik also being taken down. 2 nuts. And she likes it rough for the last people left standing. And now you can see Brago having been respawned. 2 nuts moving to a 94%. Uber and Nox currently looking very happy with a full. So it's just a matter of what they decide to do. Let's see if we can follow the sides. Let's follow Ipsitwit as he makes his way in. You see a bit of spam going on. Out comes a Kritzkrieg. It's Kritzkrieg versus Uber. Let's see how these things turn out. So now it looks like you see the Epsilon team moving back as the soldiers are taking a little bit of fire. They're trying to protect that medic. And it looks like Gear gets taken down by one of the scouts. And now you can see the central control point has been captured by Zaibatus, and now Team Epsilon move back. They've lost Gear, but he's going to be back any second now. You can see Nox also then moving in and keeping with his soldier, and you've got the 2 scouts covering the side flanks, and the demo man also working in there, Numlock doing his thing. So they've captured the point back. Now they're at 1 minute 32 seconds left on the clock. You can see in comes the soldiers for Zaibatus, left and right coming in from all directions. In come the rockets. Oh, Brago and T-Mac also now being taken down. Massive amounts of fire coming into Tivik. Numlock taking him down, and now they're pushing the advantage. Now they're going to go in there and get nasty about it. Let's see what happens, as now I think we could be talking about a possible lock-in. Yeah, the missiles are coming into the point. There are people waiting, ready to do evil. And so, Numlocked. Waiting over there for the Uber that is now coming out, so you can see, pops over to the point, flies around the back, and decides to make his way back towards the point. We're now looking at She Likes It Rough. They're moving into the point. 47 seconds. Now the thing is, what they might be doing is they might be enabling them to capture the point so that they can actually keep the game going for just that little bit longer. As you can see now, they have done that, and we're now watching the Epsilon team moving back. They're now going to try and capture the point with possibly 3 members. Oh, Ipsitwit gets taken down by Nox. Oh, Nox and Bash, lovely combo there, and it looks like they're going to capture the final point here, so it could be a potential first cap on the board for Team Epsilon. We just have to wait and see. They're holding on to that point. 28 seconds left. 2 nuts is down. He's now just respawned. Tivik also respawning. Ipsitwit being overhealed, and T-Mac also being overhealed. So those guys are going to have to come in all guns blazing any second now. The soldiers are waiting for their opportunity. The demo man, oh, there we go. One of the soldiers taking fire. In comes the medic, and you can see the sticky bombs going down onto the likes of 2 nuts and Brago at the back there. So you can see they're now moving up to the point, and the time is ticking away. Can they capture that point just in time? Yes, they can. Oh, they've just caught it, but that's going to be interesting, because literally as soon as Team Epsilon come in, there we go. Looks like we got there. Oh, that was very unlucky. Numlock going in for the enemy medic, and Mike unfortunately getting shot out of the air, and you can see them putting pressure onto the enemy medic as well, but poor old Shocky is unable to get in there. Brago takes him down. They're now holding onto the point, and there's a flying soldier. Hey! And as you can see now, he's popped in and unfortunately got taken down. So Ipsitwit going very nice with the rockets into poor old Gear, and Gear went in to take that medic out. So Ipsitwit being finished off. Now Team Epsilon are moving up, and you can see Ipsitwit is down for the enemy And you can now see them as the Zaibatus guys are trying to defend that point as best they can. 1 minute 46 seconds left on the clock. You've got Scouts and Demo Man over on the far left-hand flank. You've got Scout probing the middle and also the right hand. You've now got soldiers moving in to try and outflank on the left-hand side. So you can see She Likes It Rough being taken down. Scout on Scout action. Oh, in come all their soldiers and so many rockets everywhere. And in comes the Kritzkrieg from the Demo Man. And ladies and gentlemen, that was a good round. And Epsilon taking it with the final moments. So, let us watch Two Nuts. Medic for Zaibatus. Jesus Christ. Get a name I can pronounce. Team Bob. That's what I'm calling you from now on. Bob. Anyway, so now you can see Two Nuts moving his way in. He's trying to avoid those sticky bombs. You can see coming in from all directions. The point is going to be ready to capture. There we go. One of the soldiers trying to go in. That was Mike trying to go in to take him out, but the Demo Man and the soldier protecting him are doing okay. So Ipsa goes down, and the two scouts working together with the Demo. Oh, looks like Numlock being taken down by She Likes It Rough. And apparently Numlock also likes it rough. So, let's see, as we are now waiting, as they have captured that point, 2 minutes and 45 seconds left on the clock. We are now waiting for Team Epsilon to make their move, as they are now moving in against the enemy. You can see the scouts now moving up to support. The soldiers remaining in the pocket, as you can see, making their way back and trying to stay in the general area of the medic so we can keep them overhealed as best as possible. So let's just say, we can see, there's a sniper in there. Epsilon Bash has decided to come in with a sniper and maybe hopefully get a very important pick on one of the key members. There we go. The Ubers have been popped. Now the soldier decides to back up and try and go for the Demo Man. He was unsuccessful. So now the Ubers have been popped in concert with each other, and you can see now the medic moving up very quickly. Let's see if we can find out what's going on. So there we are, standard medic gun for Nox, and Ipsa gets taken down by a nice snipe from Bash, and now the guys are looking to push their advantage. So let's see. Here's Nox. Medic man himself in with the standard medic gun, as you can see, working with the two soldiers, obviously one of the roamers and one of the pockets. So we're waiting to see what they do, as they're trying to spam all those choke points where the enemy's going to come from. He pops a little overhill to the sniper behind him. That was Bash. And now he's going to be trying to move back. You can see him building up that Uber. Two Nuts also building up his one as well, and it's going to be very close any second now. You're going to see them coming in. There we go. They're going to be coming in just before the Uber. So there we go. Nox has managed to catch his Uber. So he's got an Uber. He's doing quite well. Now the Scout just been taken down very quickly indeed. And that was a nice shot into Tivik from Bash. Very nice indeed. And now we're waiting to see what happens. It's 2 minutes ticking over on the clock for Team Epsilon as they're holding this central point. So the overheals go to the soldier and the sniper, and the Demo Man setting up his sticky traps, and the soldier getting ready to rocket jump into the relevant areas, as you can see, covering the flanks. And now the rockets coming in from the right flank, and the scouts up at the front trying to do general harassment. As you can see, in come the rockets, in comes the Uber, and the Uber gets popped as we're watching through the eyes of Nox. We're watching through the eyes of Nox as he's taking a few sticky bombs from all over the place. And behind comes the soldier, and he takes a little bit of fire, but fortunately for him, Ipsa is taken down by Numlock, and Epsilon is looking a little bit pressurized there. But fortunately for them, Nox managed to surf that explosion away from trouble and managed to survive. So good luck for Nox there. So good, little bit of skill there, a little bit of luck, and a whole lot of very, very, very clean underwear after that, that's for sure. That was a bit of a butt clenching moment. And let's see what's going on as we're now watching Mike in there with the medic. So here's Mike. He's working obviously in the pocket at the moment. Let's see if we can move up, and let's go and find out what Gear's up to. Gear takes down T-Mac with a nice rocket. And now let's follow in on Numlock. So let's see what's Numlock's doing at the moment. You can see him. Look at that. In comes the Uber. He then gets pushed back and gets re-Ubered in return. Now it's going to be an Uber on Uber action. And it looks like Two Nuts is trying to get out of the way as quickly as possible. Oh, Tivik just sniped Bash. Oh, dear. That's nasty indeed, as Braga gets taken down by the sticky bombs of Numlock, and we're looking at a situation now. 28 seconds left on the clock. You can see the sticky bomb spam coming out, and there's a sniper over there on the left-hand side. Soldier comes flying in. Let's move up high. You can see Two Nuts taking a little bit of fire, a little bit of suppression fire. They're going to have to move back as they're taking so much fire. And there's the soldier for Zaibatus, as you can see them now moving in. as another soldier moving in. Oh, he gets taken down. Ipsilon Twit takes down Bash. And now you've got more fire coming in from the demo man and the soldier into the middle point. And any minute now, they're going to get in there very quickly and catch it. But I think it's fair to say that Epsilon may... Oh, there we go. Two Nuts trying to come in and capture the point. But it looks like Team Epsilon have actually got it. Out comes the bottle. Out comes the bottle. And they've caught that. They have caught that with 2 against nothing. So... I'll tell you about the HUD later. I'll have to remember what it's called. So it's just a standard HUD, you know, with a few adjustments here and there. So anyway, we're watching Bash as he's moving in. In comes one of the Zaibatus soldiers. You can see him moving in. Now Bash has to move out of the way. Let's see what's going on with Two Nuts. So Two Nuts and his team are capturing the point. As you can see, 3 members of the Epsilon team have been taken out. Bash, Nox and Mike still remain. Nox looking at pretty much equal Uber compared to Two Nuts. So this could be an interesting situation where the two medics decide to pop their Ubers at pretty much the same time. So Two Nuts staying out of trouble as best he can, building up that Uber ready to go. And it looks like Nox managed to get the Uber ready just that few seconds before. And here we go. We could be talking about a push any second now. There we go. So the Uber's coming in and he's taking a little bit far, but there we go. Two Nuts manages to pop it just at the right time to avoid any kind of wastage as far as that's concerned. So now he's going back to the demo. He takes a little bit of a surf there, makes his way back towards the soldier, moves in to pick up the demo pack. Now moving back in with his pocket protector, the pocket rocket, and you can see the demo Brago there moving in. The soldier moves forward and the medic changes position to work with the demo man. So you can see here the central point being guarded by demo and soldier. And let's go up high and see how things are going. So you can now see Epsilon moving up with 2 scouts and the demo man, and the soldier goes over. But oh, look at that. Oh, fantastic stuff going in there from Bash, taking down T-Mac while he was in the air. And you can see a huge amount of fire coming in. It looks like the Zaibatus team having a little bit of problems there, being pushed back. But no, it looks like they managed to take down Mike, and they take down a few members of Team Epsilon, and that clock is about to change. Let's see, 1 minute 30, let's see. It's tricky. We'll have to wait and see, because at the moment they're 1 minute 30, and the Zaibatus team are holding on to that point. So Epsilon have to come in and try and change that clock as quickly as possible, and then hold that for as long as they possibly can. So you can see a little bit of sniper shots coming in. You can see the demo man over in the corner there, along with the pocket soldier and also the medic working the combo. You can see the scouts on the flanks, as you can see, all over the place. There's the medic. Oh, he had to pop the Uber to protect himself. A nice bit of explosion surfing. And now it's a little bit of medic on medic action. You can see now one of the scouts flying around the area. Let's see what's going on. It looks like one of the medics coming under fire from the scouts, and Nox trying to keep his man alive. Oh, overhealing the scout and now moving in. So Nox moving in, and they're looking to be pushing up quite hardcore. The Roma goes over to the far left-hand side, and now you can see the scout and the sniper moving up to cover the flanks as best they can. The point has been captured. 2 minutes and 51 seconds left on the clock, now ticking over in favor of Team Epsilon. Let's see what the opposing team decide to do. Looks like they're going to split themselves up, making sure they are making their way very carefully. Now Brago unfortunately snuffed it pretty quickly. Brago finishing off Mike Fragnet. So now we're looking at Nox trying to avoid from getting killed. He picks up the health pack, and now he's going to have to be very careful. There we go, picks up his med kit, his med gun I should say, and now starts healing his soldiers. So now he is waiting with the soldiers moving forward to try and block off that med pack on the far right hand side, obviously trying to build up the Uber as quickly as possible. There we go, the Uber's ready to crackle, and now we're waiting for a situation where they're going to try and move in, maybe possibly spawn lock, and we'll have to see. There goes the medic. Oh, there we go, the Ubers get popped at the same time. So now it's going to be a little bit of Uber on Uber action. Question is which Uber is going to run out first. We'll just have to wait and see what's going on. There we go, a little bit of fire, and there we go, the 2 Ubers run out at the same time. This is where it gets messy as the scout's taking... Oh! The scout went nasty onto Nox. Tivik taking down Nox. He didn't really stand a chance against that. And there's T-Mac versus Mike as well. Mike only with 18 health. In comes T-Mac, and an air shot! Oh! Mike with an air shot onto T-Mac. Wow. So that was a really clutch play there for Mike, and he's now trying to deal with the soldier. Fantastic stuff going on. And now you can see now him moving back in. Mike under a little bit of pressure. You can see he's having to try and reload his shotgun as quickly as he possibly can. A little bit of spam onto that point, moving back, now working with his team. And you can see also moving back to the spawn point. So let's find out what's going on. Tivik's in with a sniper rifle. Definitely helpful. If he can get a pick on the medic, that will really help them out. It's the Twit currently in there, and you can see now 27 seconds ticking over on the clock for Zaibatus. As you can see, in come the soldiers over the far side for the enemy team. And now you can see the point is in the process of being captured. They've got to be quick. Epsilon, they've got to move in there, take that point, establish their dominance on that point pretty quickly, but they've decided to move back. It's possible they may have actually given up on this one. We'll have to wait and see. No, it looks like the soldiers moving in from one side, and now the scouts moving in along with the soldiers. It looks like the medic's got to be careful. He's going to take a ride on the quick trip on the explosive airways, but no, they managed to get it with 0 on the clock, 1 minute, and oh dear. 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the clock. This is going to have to be a very good defense. They're waiting to see what's going on. As you can see them, obviously, they're forcing the issue as best they can. Sticky bombs in various locations. You can see rockets come flying over at any second. In come the scouts, in come the snipers, in come the demo man from Zaibatus. Oh, T-Mac gets taken down by a lovely snipe from Bash. And in comes Gear taking down Tivik. And you can see them trying to force that medic pairing down there. There we go. Shocky gets taken down by Brago. Sticky bombs. Now it looks like Brago's focusing the attention on the medic. The medic is running around as best he can. They're holding on to that point. 34 seconds left on the clock. Missiles come taken in. Oh, Nox gets taken down by a rocket. And there we go. That's Nox in a really bad situation now. Now let's see what's going on. 2Nuts is also down. Nox respawns in about 10 seconds. Now the question is, can these 3 guys defend this point for the remaining 18 seconds left on the clock? If they lose this point, then immediately they lose this round. That's how serious this is. So let's go and see what's going on. In come the soldiers. A nice mid-air snipe there. 2 scouts going into the point. In come the rest of Epsilon. Oh, there's rockets everywhere. There's chunks everywhere. There's people flying all over the place, and you can see massive amounts of fire. And the medic's going in there to try and go clutch. Oh, 2Nuts gets taken out, and there's a huge amount of stabbing going on. A little bit of needling, and a nice Uber saw to end it with. He thought he had it. He thought he had it with the taunt right at the end, but then all of a sudden it turns around and Zaibatus move in to try and take that point. It's still overtime. They still haven't got that point. However, we're now looking at Epsilon moving in, and you can see them. They're in with the scout. They're in with the soldier. In comes another soldier going for that other soldier. It's soldier on soldier action. Masses of missile fire, and he looks like he's in with, oh, there we go. Held by Gear. Holy crap. Well, there you go, boys and girls. First map on the board, and it was a doozy. So it looks like tournament mode may be underway, boys and girls. And we move in with the good lucks and haves funds as we watch Brago moving into this point. So you can see him now about to trade sticky bombs. There we go. You can see the enemy demo over the far side as well, as you've got fire coming in. And let's move in to the central point, the main train station, as you can see here. So you've now got the Team Epsilon moving in with the demo and the soldier. You can see the scout also then working with the medic as well. Oh, Chunktastic going in there. And that Ips the Twit taking down multiple members, Shocky and Bash. They've lost both their scouts. That's really going to hurt them because they won't be able to cover the flanks as easily as they would like. However, you can see the soldier working to try and take out that scout as best he can. And now this looks like you've got the likes of Mike defending the point, taking down Brago. And unfortunately, Nox is no more. So we shall just have to wait and see what happens, because without their medic, Nox now respawning any second. We just have to wait and see. That's definitely halted the progression of Team Epsilon. They could have progressed further had their medics unfortunately survived, but sadly he did not. So they're just waiting. There we go. So Nox now in a position where he's building up an Uber. Now the problem is for them is 2Nuts currently has a full Uber, and that's going to be a problem for them. So we wait and see what's going on, as now they're all moving out. So let's follow Brago. Moving out with the scouts, moving out with the demo, oh, look at that. Oh, grenades and pipe bombs come flying over straight into Brago, taking him down 41 health. We're moving him in. As you can see, the control point now being captured. He's moving back for a med pack for his demo, or his medic I should say. And now we're watching to see what's going on. So let's go up high, find out how Team Epsilon are dealing with it. So you can see the demo and the soldier working side by side, either side of the train tracks, forcing the Zaibatus team back as well. Look at that, multiple fire coming in, and Shocky in the background there, taking down Brago and T-Mac as well. Wow, holy crap, that was nasty, nasty things. And now you can see the two soldiers, and one soldier and Demo moving into the spire, moving up towards the next point, spamming all those various points where you know the enemy's going to be coming from. Now moving over to the next point. Let's see if we can follow in with the lights. Oh, she locks it rough in as a little bit of a flamer. So now you can see, oh, there's two soldiers now. There we go. The Uber's been popped. Now they're going to be moving in, trying to keep the Uber on the Demo. Numlocked is desperately trying to survive, and you can see now a little bit of fire onto the medic. The medic manages to surf out of the way. Gira Shocky gets taken down. Brago also down. Mike taking down Ipsa and T-Mac, and now it looks like he's going to be, oh, there goes the heavy, and can he get the medic? Can he get the medic? Out comes the bottle, and we get the Ubersaur and bottle, Ubersaur and bottle, and the Ubersaur wins. Nox with the Ubersaur kill at the end, and that's the first round on the board for Team Epsilon, as we follow Numnocked on his progression in towards the central point. Strafe jumping into those positions, picking up the medic pack, and taking a pot shot at what he knows will be the enemy Demo over the far side. Now we're watching them as they move in. The Caped Crusader working with his team. T-Mac's already down. As you can see, one of the soldiers down for Zaibatus. So now it looks like they have to move back to a slightly more defensive position, but the Uber's looking pretty good for Two Nuts. He's got to protect himself. You can see the scout checking back, making sure that that right-hand flank is not being compromised. More fire coming in. Mike gets taken down, and we're now looking at Bash capturing the central control point as Shocky and Numlocked move up, taking down Tivik. And you can see now Shocky in there along with Bash. They're now moving in. So the Uber gets popped. The Uber gets popped for the blue team, and you can see them moving in to try and take out the enemy at the same time as Uber gets popped for Team Epsilon. Now they're trying to fight over this spire. As you can see, T-Mac being taken down, and T-Mac managing to finish off Epsilon gear. So let's see what's going on. Let's see if we can follow Numlocked as he moves in towards the point. The question is, will they be able to actually defend against it? He's taking a little bit of fire. There are scouts in multiple locations. Out comes Stickies. He's trying to take out the enemy Demo man. Can he do it? Pops out the pipes, and looks like he's going to try and put some nasty little traps down there as well. See if he can get some pipe bombs down the bottom. But unfortunately for him, Nox is dead. So they're now setting up nasty traps, waiting for the enemy to come, covering those choke points, moving in a backwards direction. This is not a retreat. This is tactically moving in an opposite direction. So now in they come, and you see they're popping a couple of stickies onto those health and medic health packs and ammo packs. Very nasty going on. And let's see if we can move around and find out what's going on. So there's Two Nuts in with his medigun, and there's Nox with a Kritzkrieg. Now that might mean that he's looking to work with one of the other soldiers possibly, or he may be waiting for a little bit of sticky bomb action courtesy of Numlocked. So now let's see what they're doing. Looks like they're slowly building it up. There we go. Now it's going to make it interesting to see how Kritzkrieg goes up against Uber, but we'll have to wait and see how they decide to do it. They're building their timing up. They're trying to get it at the right moment to then make the best of it, getting everybody as possibly overhealed as they can, and they should be moving in any second now. So you can see them just backing up, staying down below the midpoint. There we go. Pops the Kritzkrieg. He's going in, but they pop the Uber at the same time, and now Nox is going to have to back up to try and pick up one of his other teammates at the back here, which is what they've done. So they didn't work there, unfortunately, and Epsilon decided to back up. Obviously, as far as we can see, Zaibatus playing it smart there, popping Uber as soon as the Kritzkrieg came in, and then trying to protect as many people as possible. So now we're following the scout working together with Nox, trying to build up that Kritzkrieg again. Obviously the Kritzkrieg builds up quicker than the Uber does, so that might give them a slight advantage that they're waiting for. Oh, Nox surfing the bullets there and the explosions. Now trying to deal with Numlocked and trying to keep Numlocked alive, but no, taken down, and it looks like Nox will have to make a run for it. There we go, he pulls out his med gun, and he's now moving back with the scout as well. So it looks like they're now returning to the loving arms of their defensive team, waiting for the spawn, and now that spire is being recaptured by Zaibatus. Now look at the team. So Nox, as you would expect, in 22, and Two Nuts also in at 19. Tivik and Numlocked are the number 2 position. So there we go, a little bit of Kritzkrieg action coming in, and now he's had to pull back to work on one of the soldiers. A little bit of Kritzkrieg going for everybody. Kritzkrieg for everyone. So now, as you can see, Nox moving in, trying to keep all of those people healthy. Looks like they've popped an Uber down underneath a bridge. As far as I can see, underneath the bridge, Tivik's down. Two Nuts is now starting to build his Uber back up again. They've got to watch behind them because this is where things could get nasty. So let's go up high, see how the two teams are going to deal with this. So you can see there, more blue team coming in. Zaibatus there, moving in with the soldiers moving in, trying to take out. Bash gets taken down. Brago taken down by a nice sticky bomb from Numlocked, and now T-Mac also down. So Brago and T-Mac now taking those people down. The Kritzkrieg looks to be ready, and we should be underway pretty soon. Let's see. Looks like the control point, looks like they've gone for a little sneaky little back cap. Unfortunately, Tivik got taken down by a sticky bomb. And now we're waiting for the run into the next point. There we go. They're onto the blue spire. Now they're waiting for an opportunity to see what they can do with it. So you can now see Mike moving along with Gear covering the left side. There we go. So they're going to move in. He picks up a bit of ammo, bit of health, and works the combo with the medic moving in. You can see them taking it very carefully, waiting for the opportunity. Grenades coming in from the enemy demo man onto that point. He looks to be trying to heal himself. He pops upstairs, goes to have a quick sniff around to find out what's going on. And there we go, tries to go for the enemy medic, but it gets dodged off there by one of the soldiers riding the rocket. And you can now see Gear, unfortunately, being taken down by the scouts. And we're now watching Mike moving back to work with the medic. There we go. He's protecting the medic as well, taking down Tivik as he was pushing in towards the medic. So let's continue to watch Mike as he moves in towards the point, along with his team. So in goes the rocket spam into that point. Let's see, 16%, 17% on the Uber for Two Nuts and 20% on the Kritzkrieg. Let's see what's going on. That's now starting to build up again for Nox. So now Mike having to move back, but no, being taken down. So now let's see what kind of defensive strategy they decide to go for. Epsilon Gear moving back. Now working with Numlocked in the pocket. And I think the game just crashed. Whoopsie-daisy. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Apparently it was a pause. So, we have a pause, boys and girls. Not really much we can do except pause. Let's see. There's Tivik. Look at that. Absolutely fantastic. There's Ips the Twit. Epsilon Gear. In with Conquistador helmet. There's Numlocked. Looking up the skirt. She likes it rough. And there is the scout. Shocky, currently paused mid-air. You can see his dog tags flying around. There's a Bash. And there's Two Nuts. Waiting. Along with Brago. So, apparently there's a problem with Ips's mouse. So Ips the Twit, unfortunately, having a problem with his mouse, and so they've had to pause the game while he tries to replace it. Or Byte apparently is saying Tivik. So a shout out to my fellow casters and to Byte as well. Definite shout out to those guys, doing a great job. So let's see. Not really much we can do. Pausing for a cough and a drink. Aha, and we're underway. There we go. The pause has been unpaused. And now it begins. So you can see Brago taking a little bit of fun. Numlock takes him down with a sticky trap. And you can now see Numlock making his way in, who seems to be not actually animating properly, but never mind. So now in comes the Kritzkrieg, courtesy of Numlock. So Numlock going in to try and see if he can capture that point. Can he get in time? And he can. So quick jump in there, and it looks like another win on the board there for Epsilon. They're 2-0 in favour on Badlands. So let us follow Nox. Nox in with the Uber this time, changes it up. Waiting to see what happens. You can see him working with his pocket soldier and the demo man. Quick overheal for the demo as they're now moving into this particular point as we continue to watch Nox as he's trying to heal everybody. And looks like soldier, there he goes. See that? That was T-Mac coming in, and Mike and Numlock took him both out. And unfortunately Nox is a little bit low on health as you're still seeing grenades flying around the area, but Nox really needs to get himself a heal as quickly as possible. But they need to make sure that the point is secure before they start thinking about trying to get people ready to go. So let's see. There we go. The health slowly being rebuilt as the Uber is good to go. The point now being captured, the spire being captured, and the medics now moving up.
Alert. The control point is being captured.
As he's looking for an opportunity to shoot somebody. So let's see. Moving on, as there we go, the blue spire has been captured. Now they're moving in a substantial number to the final point as the Uber is ready to pop. And there we go, they pop the Uber as they move into the final point. And there's a pyro in there as well. Oh, that was, I think, T-Mac or Tivik. So there we go. The pyro comes in and it looks like the enemy medic got taken down. Zaibatus' medic got taken down. And that's through 4-0, I do believe. Let me just check. No, 3-0, sorry. 3-0 in favour of Team Epsilon. So, looking pretty good for them. Let's follow Mike as he makes his way in. Waiting for his medic to give him the healing that he requires. A nice overheal to allow him to rocket jump into position. To get up there. There we go. He goes in for the rocket jump. And he's going... Oh, look at that! Mike with a fantastic mid-air rocket. Oh, that was just absolutely fantastic. And it looks like he's going to try and focus on the remaining soldier and the remaining medic. So there we go. Going in for the soldier. Quick attempt at a quick rocket. And there we go. He's now decided to back up. So he went quite far roaming into the position. And now it looks like the spire being captured. Oh, incoming soldier. Outgoing soldier. Courtesy of Mike. And we're now watching him as he's making his way back towards the central point as the Epsilon team are getting ready to build themselves up. Rocket fire coming in. There we go. More fire coming in from Mike. Looks like he gets popped with the Uber. Now trying to deal with the Scout. Scout gets taken down and sticky bombs in front of him as he's moving up to try and outflank the Scout if he can. Let's see. There we go. Soldier on soldier action. Mike taking down T-Mac as well. And we're just waiting to see what's happening as you see more fire coming in. And you can now see Shocky moving in. And there we go. There's Epsilon moving into the point again. And that is 4-0 in favour of Team Epsilon. So let's see if we can follow Brago. Now Brago's moving into the point, as you can see. They're now moving in, and he's trying to put in sticky bombs for where he would expect those nasty evil enemies to come from all directions. So he's now trying to defend himself, trying to deal with any issues that might occur. Pops out through the window, and we're in the central point. So as you can see, the medic there over for the Team Epsilon, loitering around the background. You can see as pretty much Nox and Mike, they haven't really been able to take, they can't really deal with that many people, so they've had to back off, take a defensive position, and now move back towards the point. Ips the Twit being killed by Mike, and now you can see the Scout moving back in. So the Scout moving back in, going after that Demo Man. Scout now having to move back. Demo Man and Soldier and Scout now moving up to the point. Let's see how they get on, as you've now got another Scout moving in. So the two Scouts are trying to capture that point as quickly as possible. Not standing still for a second. You can now see the Pocket Soldier and the Roma now moving up as they are making their way over towards the next spire as the rocket fire comes in. And you're going to see a little bit of rocket fire coming in from the likes of this nasty little man here. He looks like he decided to force the Uber. So nice play there. And that's unfortunately for T-Mac. He got taken down. So he forced the Uber onto the likes of Team Epsilon. And now Two Nuts and his team are doing their best. Two Nuts in with the Kritzkrieg. Pops the Kritzkrieg and decides to see if he can deal with it. But no! Oh, Two Nuts taken down by Bash. And there you have it, boys and girls. 5-0. Wow. So, there you go, boys and girls. That has been the battle for... I just... literally running out of things to say. So there we go. Great battle there between the number 1 team and the number 2 team on the European Team Fortress 2 League. Thank you for watching, boys and girls. We hope you've enjoyed, and we'll see you again next time for more Team Fortress 2 goodness.